everybody, I'm in the little... Why with the shifty eyes every time? Welcome back. It's Misadventures. All right, say it with me, everybody. Cornelius, we've got a job to do. Dennis! Oh my god, he's back! I'm pretending to be surprised right now because you might remember in the last episode, Dennis went missing and Tanisha spotted him somewhere in this region, but I personally went in again and again and again and never found him. Until... I could be wrong though. Maybe they'll decide to implement it in a different way. Where is it? There's the dungeon. I knew it! I knew I'd find Dennis here. I knew I'd find him. Oh my god. Now what am I going to do? Now I've got 2 rats and I don't want to lose Cornelius on Ren's part. Dennis, where have you been, man? Right. Oh gosh. Right. This is a mess. Yep, our sweet prince has returned, which means we can go and deliver some mail, which I haven't actually checked yet. Let's go in this way. Anything in the post boxes this week? It would appear to be a no, unless Scott's got something. No. Well, seeing as nobody is using the postal service, it's probably about time that I throw up another brand new shop, which is why we're headed now straight over towards the Infernal Descent dungeon. So there is the dungeon, and here is a brand new, I was about to say castle, but I guess it's like more of a gateway, right? It's very, very cool. Look how beautiful it looks. This is created by Fwip, and I love all the little details. I'd have never thought of using levers to hold up kind of honestly anything, but I'm going to take some inspo from that. And it leads to this on the underside, which is a brand new shop. Doesn't require any kind of NPC, but it's selling melons for 500 gold, glistening melons for 500, fire coral for 1,000, and lava buckets for 500. You might recognize these ingredients as being part of the infernal elixir. But you'll also notice that there is a distinct lack of both powdered snow and the tadpoles. And that's exactly what I'm going to be building today. So I'm going to go under this bridge. I'm going to make my way over to here. And I'm going to build my new shop around about here, I think. So it's nice and parallel with the dungeon. You can get to that shop over there. I think this is a pretty good spot. Also, it's got a ton of space to the west here for me to expand afterwards, as I really should be making a base now because my storage situation in the loft of the post office is pretty dire. Now, I have gone ahead and collected most of the materials that I need inside of these shulker boxes, so here's a little spoiler. But the thing that I'm distinctly missing is a lot of copper stuff, which Whip's obviously got an abundance of, but if you notice, none of it is weathered and none of it is oxidized. And therein lies my issue. I need a bunch of oxidized and a bunch of weathered for this build. So let's go and visit our good old boy Jubblerock. Was that his name? I feel bad misremembering his name. Oh no, I got it right. Yeah, Jubblerock. So over here at the Lush Copper Mines now, not only can you buy the various oxidized bulbs, which we had for our post boxes, but he now has a quest. So if I do you need any help? Then he will say, sure, get me 64 raw copper and smelt it. Luckily for me, there's a bunch of furnaces here, so I'm going to jump into the resource world, smelt a bunch of that, and I'll see you in a sec. Wait, it turns out this fella's got a quest as well, and it seems to be number 1, crafting replacements 1. That's like a quest line, if I had to guess. These copper golems are starting to rust, and they're nowhere near as productive as they used to be. I'm going to need to replace them soon, but you wouldn't believe how difficult it is to get your hands on quality parts these days, but you're telling me that's the whole reason I'm here. I'd pay out the wazoo for a waxed weathered copper bulb to light up the neural pathways. That's a lot of science talk. I'll try and make it work, boss. Oh my god, I've not even finished placing my field of copper bulbs yet, and one of them's already dinged. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a relief. Although that's only exposed. I need weathered. Okay, wait, hold up. I don't know if it's actually necessary to have 4 block spaces around every face of the bulb, but I'm going to hope that's what the science is. And dude, you are a champion. Look at him go. He's done. I guess I've got to put some beeswax on it, but that's that. I tell you what, I've spent all this time setting this up. Let's give it like 5 minutes, see what it can do. I suppose a little copper mining whilst we wait for that to oxidize isn't going to hurt anybody, is it? This can count towards Jubblerock's quest. And while we're killing some time, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who became a member on the channel in the past week or so. We are now up to a staggering 500 people who have decided to become members. People are enjoying those longer versions of the life series. You're getting Misadventures early, and soon enough I'll be sharing out the Godot project so you can make the Misinformer newspaper for yourselves. So if you want to become a member, you can click the link at the top of the description and you can find it on the channel itself as well. It's only $1.99, which I think has helped a lot of people get on board and give it a try for the first time. This hasn't really changed that much. Never mind. Right, well, it's just getting silly now. I've just completed another quest, and it said that it took away 1,250 XP from the copper golems. And the next one's asking for a redstone comparator. They're going to hate my guts forever. Just to put this into perspective, I only get given 25 positive XP with the copper golems for each one of Jubble Rock's quests. This man is a menace, and I don't think he realizes the damage he's doing. And he's asked me for an efficiency 5 book, which I have foolishly given him. I was just thinking like, oh, maybe we'll get some kind of like copper golem mount by the end of this. And no, I don't want to sit on top of a copper golem. Have you seen that lightning rod? That's what it would do to me. Oh, God, I'm really stuck. Oh, geez, Dennis. Hold on. Oof, oof, oof. Here is your comparator. Lovely. Only minus 50 this time. Okay, not so bad. Do you need any help for quest number 7? Goodness me. Let's press yes. So the new and improved copper golem is almost complete, and I can finally decommission those useless little clankers. Excuse me? I just need some paper to copy the prototype plans, and I can begin mass production. So you literally want one piece of paper? Nope, you want a stack of paper. All right, that seems more reasonable. That's what I thought you might want. Aha, sugarcane. Don't know why I said that like Matt Berry. You really are the most devious in all of Misadventures. Oh my God, you want me to literally click them all onto you? You selfish man. Why can't you just take the stack? Is it too heavy for your stupid little hands, is it? All right, well, that's minus 50 rep with the copper golems. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Copper golem prototype plans. What do I do with this? Do you need any help? Okay. Oh, good. My favorite lackey is back already. You know what? Whatever. I'll take it. Deliver those blue prototype plans to Forgemaster Lyra in Maryport and don't dilly-dally. Oh, my God. I've been given a quest. This is amazing. And goodness me, that's a lot of dings. In fact, can I open these and have a look? Oh, I mean, I can, but it goes... or something to that effect. All right. To Maryport. Surely there's a satisfying goal at the end of all of this. I agree. Here we are then. Lyra, these are for you, my friend. Another minus 350 reputation. So do you now have any quests for me? Do you need any help? I'm good for now. Thanks for asking, though. Happy misadventuring, or happy adventuring, misadventurer. Okay, so that's quest number 7 done. Do I now need to make my way all the way back to our boy at the copper mine? Let's see whether they've got anything fresh. And the answer to that question is no. That's the end of the quest line for now, but I'm very excited to see where it goes. Like, we're through the blueprint phase. Now we just need to actuate it. We need to make something real. So my guess is in the future, Lyra is going to give us a bunch of materials to pull together so that we can make this dream a reality. What it is, I don't know. Could be Lightning McQueen. Or it could end up being nothing, and I've just simply upset the copper golems for no reason whatsoever. So, as an initial way of trying to make it up to them, I have done their quests 15 times. It's not because I actually care about them, it's just because I need what the quest box gives me. Okay, so let's just break all of these and see what we get. You get a ton of stuff out of these, which is nuts. Here we go, look at this, nice. I'm really hoping there are stairs in here. I've yet to see any pop out the box. So are there any stairs in play? No. Although, having said that, there are full oxidized copper blocks, so that is good enough for me. Oh, wait, the copper helm. Can I wear that? Hold on. Oh my God, it makes me look like a villain. What? All right, well, this should definitely be what I need to get my build going. Let's go and make it. Now, I really wanted this to be the typical time-lapse that you've seen in previous episodes and also in everybody else's videos, but this building had so much texture and mess and noise because of the Ghibli vibe I was going for once again, that it just made it so fiddly to build because every time I had to get, oh, a bit of cobble from here, a bit of mossy for this, and then I need a random campfire to be underneath the awning. There was all sorts going on, meaning that the back and forth between shulker boxes just kills any real momentum on this time-lapse. But whilst we're here, I wanted to quickly show off one of my inspirations and sources for my builds this season, and it's this really wonderful book that I picked up in Seattle called Imaginary Storefronts. It's by an artist named Matthias Urbanowicz, or Urbanowitz, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, and it's a little over 100 pages of just the most beautiful watercolor paintings of store exteriors and interiors. You've got everything from a toy shop to a supermarket, you've got a cinema through to a detective department, and all of these places just feel so real and lived in, and honestly a bit messy and cluttered, but that is exactly what I've been going for when drawing on those Ghibli inspirations. I've not even particularly followed the architecture of these builds too closely. It's more so just been looking at how much can you squeeze into one tiny space, how much imagery can you have, banners, posters, whatever it may be. And I just think it's a really great book. I'm definitely going to be looking at more of his online, especially because this whole thing is written in Japanese and in English right next to it. So as a language learner myself, this is perfect. And just like that, my build is complete, and there is something seriously wrong with my skin this past week. I don't know what's happening. I look like I'm going through a real emo phase. Help! And here we are then, the Powdered Snow Cafe, a certified Philly Freeze location. I was going to do like a whole commercial for this, but my neighbors are home this weekend. I don't want to be screaming out my window. Thank you. I really like this awning. This awning is giving ice cream store, isn't it? And I suppose it is shaved ice. On the inside, I did actually want to have a banner that said kakigori, which is Japanese for shaved ice. So kakigori. There might be an extra syllable or a little like smaller letter inside the two of those, but I could not for the life of me get one or two of the katakana to work on a banner, unfortunately, so I've scrapped that idea for now. But where I could have it appear is on the billboard around the side here. So this is where I would like to commission Eloise to make some kind of cool mural, because I think this is what, like 4 blocks wide. It's 4 wide, it's real tall. I think Eloise could do me a custom painting, and because of that, it does mean that this side of the building is currently incomplete, because I think the billboard will dictate what the surrounding area would look like palette wise. The same goes for the right hand side as well. I had done a completely decorated one, but it was more kind of like my test canvas. You can see some like residual leftovers from it, but as I've gone ahead and finished this for now, you can notice behind me there is another bloody castle. Really lovely, stunning view of Flip's new spot. So I think if we can level these trees out, he was mentioning making some custom trees, of which that might actually be one of them. We can maybe punch a hole in the wall over here to have like an outdoor window so people can come and have iced coffee whenever they want. But let's have a little wander back inside to have a little look around. So the store is just over here. So it's 1,000 gold per bucket. So inside of here, you got an empty coin pouch and powdered snow for days. Turns out barrels don't work on other people's plots for players. So I had decorated these just with filler items for now. Turns out nobody can open them, hence the shulker. And if anybody watched me back in the Big Chad Guys Plus era, when we did Pokemon and stuff with everybody, this like kind of sloped floor or impacted floor, debossed maybe would be the word, that's where this comes from. I really like it. This one came from a YouTube tutorial about lots of different Japanese decor. So this is an invisible item frame with a gold block, and then it turns out you can also put coral on the same spot as an item frame and they don't cancel one another out, so it makes for this really cool effect. When you move around to the back where the staff members go, you've got the freezer room itself. We'll close that bad boy up. This will soon be a sea lantern, as will these two. It's just Catherine's pond isn't the strongest yielding. And then I think we should probably have some kind of NPC standing here selling things. But what do people want? If you were coming to a store themed around frozen items, what kind of player heads do you think you'd want to purchase from here to put inside of your builds? I'd be really intrigued to know. And then we go upstairs where currently there is nothing. At the moment, this is becoming potentially my new storage room because the attic at the post office is very small. This, however, I could fit, you know, many shulker boxes inside of here. So I might be moving here as permanent residency very soon. You go upstairs and it's a little bit more behind the scenes clutter and ugliness. I do have an extractor fan on the roof for whatever reason. And then the roof here is kind of incomplete as well. I might have a couple more of these slabs go across the way. Oh my God, I've still not shown you the rear of the store. Hold on, let's do it. So 1, 2. So remember, the front and the back I like. The left, work in progress. The right, completely untouched. But here we are for the rear of the store. Oh yeah. Those banners for some reason in multiplayer are very dark. In single player, they are white, which they are right there, but they don't have this weird lighting glitch going on, but I don't super hate it. I think it kind of shows the idea that there's a sense of wind coming out of them if it is another extractor fan like the one on the rooftop. But again, it's borrowing a lot of the same mechanics as before. It's got some vines. Look, you got the lever there that I said I would borrow from equips design. So instead of holding something up, it's actually just suspending something instead. Really cool. I may still go in later on and populate these books up here, but at the moment I think it actually blends nicely with the logs that are sat above it. We've got some campfires on, some not so much. We've got banners just kind of providing a bit of shape and randomness to it. The drip leaf I just thought was fun and quite nice, and you can see some sneaky sea lanterns around the place as well. And all of this, by the way, is when I am on like a normal level of light. So I'm just on regular 100%, and look how bright the store looks at nighttime when the moon is up. So I'd be intrigued to know if anybody has any ideas of what I should do with this side of the store. Fire away. I would love to take some inspiration and maybe include some elements that you guys design. Throw them to me on Discord, Tumblr, wherever it may be. Just pop them where I can see them. I'm on Twitter as well. All right, we're back over at Maryport because it's time to check in for the final thing this week. And that is to discuss the continuation, or I guess the beginning really, of the quest inside of the Infernal Descent dungeon. So if you look on your advancements, you can see inside of Misadventures dungeons, going all the way up to here, there is one called Fiery Feline. It says earn the trust and respect of the Infernal Librarian. Now, inside of the dungeon in the library, there is a cat, and previously it didn't want any help. But soon after, it did. And there were many stages to this quest. The first one was to slay 1,000 wither skeletons, which is why the parcel piercer has been replaced by this brand new diamond sword, which has smite 4, which made that job way quicker. If you've got any name suggestions for this sword, by the way, I'm all ears. Maybe keep it postal theme. I think that could be fun. And after that, I then had to do quest number 2, which was to come to the Wild Rose Tavern and purchase a rose wine. Check. We have a little sit down here and a slurp, slurp, slurp. And then the third quest was to go ahead and actually consume, literally cook and eat 25 of the crystal axolotls that are up by Lizzie's fishing spot, which is all the way up here. So myself and Jojo did that together. And then it left us on quest number 4. Do you need any help, Infernal Librarian? Say, you don't think the Headless Duke is still loafing around in the land of misadventures, do you? Oh, okay, so that does imply outside. Even if I managed to escape this infernal prison, it wouldn't exactly be safe with for me with him sniffing about. Let's just say he might recall the rather sharp incident that earned in the Headless part of this title. Find proof of the Headless Duke's demise. Ooh.
What does that mean to you?
Have you been to the cultist portal?
I have not.
That might be potential. So yeah, I'm with you now. I think it's definitely outside.
Okay.
Oh, is it maybe a tomb in the crypt? I didn't think about that.
Oh.
Is there a headstone or a tomb thing there?
Oh, that's so smart. That's so smart. Okay, okay.
I don't remember seeing one called the Duke. A buried chest, maybe? I suppose? So then we made our way over to the ruined cultist portal that was created by Scott. We fought our way through the cultists, which are brand new NPCs to fight, and there's a lot of purple blocks on offer. After lighting all of the candles in the initial sacrifice room, it opened a secret area behind the bookshelf. Because of course it does. But not a single book within these rooms contained anything about the Headless Duke. It was worth a shot, but let's carry on through the world to the crypt. That says Lady Norman, okay. Headless Duke! Got it! Got it! Found it! Oh, find proof of the Headless Duke's demise. Oh, the Headless Duke. That's so cool. Now, I wonder whether that sign was there the whole time or whether that's been added since. You know what I mean? Whether that was been in there from day one or not. It'd be really cool if it has been. So the Headless Duke, is definitely dead. We've now got proof of that. And that should now mean that the next time that the quest progresses for the Infernal Librarian, the cute little cat over in the Infernal Descent dungeon, we should be able to get the next stage. But Lizzie has told us that for now, it is only going up to that quest that we've just completed. So it's not fully ready yet. Oh, that's the Sheep Queen. Nice. So for now, we have completed everything that the Infernal Descent has on offer. Or have we? Because if I come up here and come to this chest, we are getting ever so close now to finding every card of fire. We've got the Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6, and the 9. I am simply looking now for the 7 or the 8. If you see any of the other content creators on the server with the 7 or the 8, please let them know. I am so up for trading, and I might be able to create the first deck on Misadventures.